Right, here's the latest camera to come to the workbench. Retina IIa. It's got its share of problems. The headline problem with this one was that it couldn't be folded. And looking at the way the door rattles, I notice it's out of the track at this point. And the struts are exceedingly wobbly. So something's broken or bent in those struts mechanisms. But I don't think that's the only problem, because the other thing I noticed was that the film advance, the top of the film advance was loose, and the film advance lever does swing. But of course nothing fires because the shutter's not really coupled to anything. So this will be a bit of an adventure. I believe this is, from the look of that very dusty lens, I'd say this has sat in someone's shed for many years. Well, I've started stripping the camera down. In fact, I've almost completed stripping the camera down, and you can see that these struts are not very happy at all. So I'm just going to remove them and see what they look like outside the camera body. Well, as you can see, the struts have come apart at the pivot point here and here. Now typically there's a spacer in there, a washer, and I think they just sit in there. I don't think they're actually riveted over. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if I can't just pop these things back together, straighten the arms out, and have some functioning struts again. There you are, that looks a bit better. So that'll be my task anyways, to straighten out these bent struts. This one in particular has got quite a bow to it. That should be dead straight. This one again on the inside has got quite a bow to it. That should be dead straight too. The outer ones should have some bend to them, but they look a little bit exaggerated to me. So that's my first task, is to straighten out those struts. The body itself, fairly unremarkable. Extreme ice bumps on the back. I will have to peel the leather off and deal to those. Unusual. You can tell this has been sitting on the shelf open for many years, because the bellows, normally the relaxed position for bellows, is folded back into the body. In this case, the relaxed position of the leather bellows is protruding forward. That's extremely unusual. A camera would have to have been open for a very long time for that to have happened. So it's anyone's guess how many decades this spent sitting on the shelf in a damaged condition. Well, as you can see, I was successful in reassembling the struts. I've straightened out the bent arms. Everything is connected back where it should be. The struts appear to be reasonably parallel. I'll have a closer look at that as I go on, but at the moment it appears to be quite doable. The struts certainly fold neatly and open neatly, and I have every reason to believe that they won't cause me any problem at all in reassembling the camera and turning this very sad looking camera from a decoration from someone's shed back into a working camera and fit to take photos again after a break of who knows how many decades. Well, here on my very chaotic workbench top, if I reach over all my rubbish, you can see that I have the camera body at least, all back together and functioning. The struts are all good. Focus is nice and smooth now. The whole camera has been stripped down to the chassis, of course. Those ice bumps have gone. And the leather's looking a lot better with a bit of polish on it. So I've still got to apply some polish to the base. And I've got to service the shutter and refit it to the body. But everything else is done. So it wasn't looking very promising to start with, but it looks looking fine now. And the lens, you'll be pleased to know, was deeply covered in dust, but all the dust cleaned off, and the lens itself is quite good. I'll show you when I've got the whole project finished. Okay, all complete and done. Yeah. All ready for use.